extremely fortunate to have gotten out of there with a win. Like I said, credit the Mount and their second half performance. They certainly dictated the entire tempo of the second half on both ends of the floor, and I didn't think we did a good job of continuing to maintain our effort. Starting probably the last couple minutes of that first half, and then obviously all the way through the second half, where they just really attacked us with dribble penetration and ball screen action.
Is it good to see Josh get a few key points for you late after struggling for the
Yeah,
most
for
of the
sure.
game?
I mean, I thought that, I think we took him out, somewhere on the 7-minute mark, 7.5-minute mark. I thought his offense was affecting his defense a little bit, and we put Cam in there. I thought Cam gave us a really good lift, and then right before we put him back in with about 5:44 or something like that, I just kind of said to him, you can't allow your offense to affect what you're doing on the defensive side of the floor. Like you can see you're frustrated. You can see, maybe not the greatest body language in the world, and you got to just keep going forward, and we got to try and figure it out. And obviously, the drive was huge, the free throws were huge. I thought he was going to explode after that turnover and the steal, and then we turned it back over again. But like I said, somehow we figured out a way to get it done, and we got a lot of great efforts from a lot of different guys.
You had to go to the bench early for fouls and stuff. What's the comfort level going to your bench?
Depends on the day, in all honesty. And sometimes we go to the bench early because the comfort level with the starters depends on the day at times. I thought Charles Bain was excellent the other night, and I thought today he was a step slow, right? And how do you prepare yourself going Thursday and Saturday, one-day turnaround? Like, are you preparing yourself the same way? Do you feel as fresh? Can you prepare yourself mentally? And we've got to continue to have some of these bench guys come off and give us some positive production. Chris Coleman, I thought, had a really good first half for us, gave us some positive production. Obviously, Cam with 10 and 7 was huge. Malik might as well be a 6 starter, with a double-double that he has. I mean, that's a great comfort for us to be able to go to him and, get great energy and pop from him. So, we got to keep developing those guys. Dante, Tracy, and Savion, they got to keep growing and keep working and keep figuring this thing out. But I have faith that they will do that.
Speaking about Malik, although he fouled out late, he's had a good last week and a half. What can you give us a couple words on Malik's play, his performance, his attitude?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody, last year when Malik got here, I think everybody understood his talent level, right, and his ability to have an impact. Obviously, there was adjustment to Division I level, and then he had some health issues and was kind of only got to play 13 games. So I don't think we ever got to really see him develop. And then as this spring came around and his health, or his fall came around and his health improved, he started to get in condition. You started to see him really doing more and more in practice, being more and more productive. And then after we played Missouri State, we kind of talked, and we said to him, "You're not doing enough." And he said, "Well, I'm doing what you asked me to do." And I said, "Well, here's the new thing we want you to do every game is get a double-double." Right? And we needed him to be more aggressive and more assertive, and I think his teammates wanted him to do the same, and I think he's really responded well to that. I think we're trying to figure out ways to get him the ball as much as we can. We're trying to figure out ways to use his talents and spots on the floor where he can score. Obviously, last year he had 82 rebounds in 13 games, which is ridiculous, and so he's always been able to go and rebound the ball, and now I think he's playing with great energy and great focus.